Thank you. Obviously, I thought we didn't play very well tonight. I thought we competed hard there in the second half, but we dug ourselves a big hole. But I thought the biggest problem I had with our team tonight was our execution on both ends. And I thought when we got back in the game, there were so many possessions when we had a chance to either tie it up or make or get even closer than 2 points or whatever. We took a tough shot, and we took 31 threes. And I don't think that's who we are as a basketball team. And I think there were opportunities we had where I thought Ray and we got paint touches. Look at our stats. When we had paint touches, we were very successful. But we came down and I don't mind us taking threes, but we made one pass, jacked up threes way too much tonight. And, part of, figuring out, your team and having success with your team is understanding who you are. And so right now we had an identity crisis tonight. We didn't play to the strength of who we are as a basketball team. And when you have that happen, you have what happened tonight, and that's basically, you get your butt kicked.
Questions for Coach?
Frank, do you think some of that is because of not practicing last week?
Well, we weren't. We had a great second half against UT Arlington, and all of a sudden we're down. So we haven't practiced, yeah. And so, but I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to let our guys do that. And we had some guys that just showed up yesterday and played today. So this is it's where we're at. This is what we, what's the environment we have to deal with this year. So we got to work through it. We definitely made some mistakes tonight where, just poor decisions. And that's what it mounted to. Just our decision making was, and we weren't fluid. We weren't flowing offensively, and then we struggled defensively. But I will say our guys played hard there in the second half. They competed, and our decision making was just bad.
Do you think those are growing pains type moments, or they're completely avoidable?
Yeah, I think they're growing pains. I think we're figuring it out. And then you need practice time. And we had it's our fourth game of the year, and it's a conference game. So this game against Wichita State, there's usually a lot of people in the stands. So there's a lot of adjusting, with what we're dealing with right now. I thought we were flat at some point in time during there, and that's usually when you got a crowd and get you into it, and so we got to adjust to all that stuff. And I felt like our guys, really, there's a lot we're going to learn from this game, and we'll get better. I think our teams have gotten better, and this is good for us, So I feel like this team will learn from this experience, and hopefully we can get back on the court and continue our growth.
I think that's good, that you don't make excuses for it, but maybe can you speak to just how difficult a situation that is for kids? Because, and granted, everybody everywhere, I guess, is going through something like this, but just, to miss practice for that much and then be thrown into, a situation like this.
And it is. And I this whole pandemic, the virus, I pray about how to handle it in terms of with our team, in terms of, because I worry about a lot of things with our guys. I worry about the mental capacity. I just worry about how it affects them. They're dealing with so much uniqueness, and and there's seniors that want to have a good senior year, and we're all concerned about the health of our kids, and that's the first and foremost for me. And we're doing what we need to be doing what's right for our young people. But along with that, I think continue to spend time with your players is extremely important, because this is odd. It's different. And whereas I'm disappointed, because I want them to understand the growth of their experience, what they're going through, because life is full of adversities. And so I'm trying to use that in the education part of it with our young people. But yeah, it's extremely hard. It's extremely difficult. And to play a conference game, whereas Wichita State had their we were finding out they had their pause at the very beginning. So now they've got their whole team back, and they played 2 games with their whole team. So we're coming in a different time right now. And so needless to say, they got a little bit more rhythm in terms of what they're doing than we do, because they only got 4 players that are testing right now. We got a lot of guys that are still testing, because we haven't had a lot of pause within our team until now. So but the interruption is something we're going to have to try to work through. But I think spending time with our players, like I really want us to sit and talk with our guys, and we're going to coach them, but I don't want them to really, use that as an excuse.
Were you not crazy about the shot selection, generally speaking, all night long, or was it mostly just in some of those biggest moments where maybe guys, panicked a little bit?
Yeah, I think both, Kate. I think, first of all, we're trying to figure out, like our go-to guy or our go-to moments. And so, that stuff will work itself out. We had a couple plays there where I think we took a ill-advised shot when we got to, striking range where we needed a possession, a positive possession, and we took some tough shots there. But I thought early in the game we settled. I think the early in the game is when we really we were quick trigger, one pass shot, and we didn't have good ball movement. We didn't have good attacking off the bounce and sharing of the ball. I thought that was really early in the game. Second half, I think it was more of what you just said, where we were, we felt stressed, and then we had some, shots taken under duress.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, Coach, thank you.